Yeah, sure.
I think that's all everyone's good.
Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip,
Alright,
there's a way.
you can
Where
start the
there's a
goddamn
whip. We
intro.
don't wanna go to war today, but the Lord of the Lash says nay, nay, nay. Okay, where, where am I
The
again?
I
hell,
did
dude?
warm up.
You got
Okay.
lost.
I am.
Uh,
I'm just okay. I'm just start the goddamn intro.
all right. Welcome, everyone. This is the Some Podcast. Today, I'm your host, Darius. Next to me, but he's not here. He's somewhere else. He's in a different house. Zafran.
Hello, that's me.
And we have two new guests for today. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ian. So as of right now, what I know is that we're gonna talk about social media. I have a few topics in my book, and we will get through it later on.
Alright. And our other guest.
Our favorite boomer in the session.
Whoa, 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 boomer, whoa.
Is
we
she
have
that
a
old? Damn.
we have a boomer and a zoomer in the
That
call
old?
here.
I'm not that old. Okay, guys, my name's Ray. Over here, just another guest. Totally not. I'm very boring. Just gonna keep the flow.
So yeah, this first thing I just wanna ask you guys, how many social media accounts that you guys have?
Um, you mean including WhatsApp, or
Yeah.
just mainly like social media, just like that?
Any social media? Any.
I have Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. I think around
Wow,
5.
okay.
Yeah, but there are some social media platforms that I rarely use, which are like Instagram and Twitter. I rarely use those.
I'm most active in Instagram. I used to have Facebook. I was more active during high school for Facebook, but right now it's not really that interesting. So I'm mostly on Instagram, just scrolling
Wait.
around. I
How
don't
can
post
you
much.
say Facebook's not interesting when it has like the best bots on the planet?
Look, I don't know. Maybe it's just my page. It doesn't look that interesting. Like whenever I scroll, there's nothing much.
You need to follow the correct people, okay? You need, and then you get
Okay. Who's the
Yeah,
correct people to follow?
You're using Facebook wrong, okay? You are the problem, not Facebook itself.
People nowadays visit Facebook for the memes, alright? We don't use Facebook seriously anymore. That's like what, 2010 or something like that. This is
Which is
2020.
true. Which is true, because the point of me
Yeah.
looking at Facebook right now is basically looking at memes.
The amount of memes in that site
It's
is
impeccable.
it's amazing. Wonderful.
Yes. It's
Incredible.
wonderful.
So aside from Facebook, wait, what else?
I don't think I have anything else. I'm not particularly that active in anything else besides Instagram. I mean, you can give some names. I could try to think about it.
Like
How about like
yeah,
Tumblr?
Darius? Darius, how about you?
I have Tumblr. I have Tumblr, but I'm also not that active.
I see.
It doesn't matter, like any social media account, any social media, because you have it,
Yeah, but the
active.
thing is though about social media account, like if you have it, but you don't really use it, like you don't even install it, you don't even like open it. It's been like so long. Does it really count as having the social media account?
I don't think I
Okay.
remembered having any other than
Good
Twitter and
point.
Facebook.
You
What's
only
up?
have Twitter and Facebook.
Oh yeah, that's the one I use the most because for Twitter, it's for art. I post my stuff
Wait,
there. Facebook,
Oh, okay. I
Facebook's
thought
the
you had-
same. Facebook's the same thing, but it has more memes than Twitter.
Only there for the content.
Yeah,
What kind of memes? Like what kind of memes? Like the latest hot memes or like what?
you don't want to know, honestly, because I had to
Yeah,
cut
yeah,
all that out if I had to explain every single meme that's racist.
You have to.
A lot
I
of
filter a lot of things. Yeah, you have to filter a lot of things on
A
Facebook.
lot
when it
of
comes
a lot of
to-
really offensive memes I see.
yeah.
The closest thing to memes or anything that's like remotely interesting is probably just my Instagram and seeing people's screenshot of Tumblr posts.
Okay, for me, I have like Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, and one more. I forgot what it is.
And if I'm not mistaken, Zafran, you recently just followed me on Instagram the other day.
Okay, that's a secret topic. Okay, so don't bring it up. Okay,
I had to
okay,
use- I had to use Instagram because it's a college requirement apparently. So
Oh, really?
Oh,
I rarely use it.
I wanna talk about that later on, like how the institutions or schools using social media as like a work ataupun as like your job as student to do it. And it's really annoying, and what do you call that thing? It goes into your private life, which I think should not associate with you.
That is exactly why most of my accounts I never related them to anything to my private life. In fact, not many knew who I really am,
So like
which is great.
personally, I think Twitter, like, it's where I post like retarded bullshit, I guess. Facebook is where I like do the actual business. WhatsApp is for talking, get connected, personalize, get that social meter up. And the Instagram is where I post the like pictures, like dumb stuff I'm doing. If you guys see my Instagram, it's whack, even though it's not that active. But
I
yeah,
have not
what you
seen
guys?
it.
What's the function of like the social media thing?
Well, for me, usually if I look at Pinterest, I mostly look at fan arts or whatsoever. I mean, because there are some games that I like, and there are fan arts of those games. I usually look at Pinterest because it's way better than what I see in Google Images, obviously. And then for the Facebook, like I said before, I use Facebook to look at memes. Although it may not be updated memes, but at least it keeps me entertained for for a short period of time. But when it comes to Instagram, there is a time where I actually deactivated Instagram for like a 4 months period. It's because everything was the same, so I kind of got tired of it. So during that 4 months, I was just looking at Facebook and Twitter. And speaking of Twitter, I recently just uninstalled Twitter. I did not deactivate my account, but I'm actually taking a long hiatus from Twitter because of all the screwed up crap that is going through in
Twitter
there.
is amazing.
That's
Twitter is
a good
successful.
move.
I love
Okay.
it. It's so fucking dumb.
I came into Twitter just because of that, like that whole fiasco, chaotic in there. I'm diving in like head first
I
Yeah.
already
to that hole.
I'm already in for like 6 years. Saying
Oh,
all this
wow.
is just
I-
it's just insane.
For me, I had enough. I'm so sorry, I'm gonna use swear words. I had enough of these bullshit, honestly. Due to the fact that some people are so stereotypical, it is just nonsense. Like, they don't even use their brain, they don't even know what's common sense anymore, and that really got me pissed off.
That's Twitter for
which-
you.
Yeah, which brings me to the topic of one of my favorite topic, which is stereotypical people, or stereotypical Malaysian to be exact, will be people just saying just a brief example of something that got me pissed off, which is the let's say sexual assault, which I don't know is trending nowadays here in Malaysia. Sexual assault. People are mistakenly using sexual assault as a thing. Some people even joke about it, which really got me pissed off. Like,
That's a really different matter. We were joking about it, but when you say misusing the sexual assault, how exactly?
Cancel
Can you, like,
culture.
elaborate?
That's the fun
Oh
part.
yeah, cancel culture.
Oh,
No.
cancel culture.
it's like this one random guy just sent a sex text to a girlfriend or a friend who is a girl, and then
Mhm.
obviously if the receiver got the text, obviously, I mean, she's a female, obviously she'll get traumatized. But then the guy has the guts to say that, oh, it's just a joke. Like, the moment when you send a picture of your genitals to someone, that is not considered a joke.
Oh,
I think that guy could have just typed,
That's-
"It's just a prank, bro." Maybe the
Yeah.
situation would have been completely different.
this is not This
Oh,
is
no,
2020 and
it's-
2016. You can't get away
No.
with that card anymore.
no, no. It's just that the way of how they say that it's a joke or it's a prank, for example. Even if it's a prank, I don't really accept it because once you send a picture of your genitals or whatsoever, if you send a sex text or whatsoever saying that you want to rape that person, and you say that it's a prank, and you say it's a prank, I cannot accept that because that to me is sexual abuse already in my books. So I don't really like it. No matter how harmless it is, no matter how much you don't mean it, but just the fact that you use sexual abuse as a joke is just not right.
Oh, this stuff is traumatizing indeed. Like,
Yes.
if someone were to send me a TP, even I will be traumatized. Okay,
Like me, the shit I've been sending to Zach,
dude,
to
you do,
Zafran.
dude. since Darius here like sent me like a Christian video of him doing something, and I'm like traumatized with like basically anything that refers to bodily parts being naked,
What
something like
did
that.
he
I don't want
do?
to imagine it. Dude, he traumatized me. I'm getting
I
What
nightmares
did you
from
do?
that.
I heard doing something and body parts.
Yeah.
What did you send?
I sent Zafran a video of this guy named Christian, right?
Okay.
Okay. The video is him trying to please a troll. He doesn't know that's a troll, but he thought that was an actual girl. This troll asked him to try emulating oral sex, and it is
Oh
the
my
funniest thing I've ever witnessed because he is basically licking the air while in front of the camera. That means
No,
he's
you don't
basically
have to
doing that in
visualize.
front
Like,
of your
you don't have
eyes.
to
Oh my
depict that. Okay, you don't have
Okay,
to
now
depict
that's
that. Okay.
okay. Now that's just traumatizing.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't have to make me imagine that. Okay, but you did. You did.
When I sent him
So,
that in the
even-
middle of the night, he was about to sleep, and I just suddenly sent him that video, and he was like,
I,
sounded like he was crying.
I I watched that through like the entire thing. At
You watched
first,
like the 5-minute
curiosity,
video. It's great.
then but second is just like the second minute. Right, it's just I can't go like get out from that. Just I'm getting sucked in. But yeah,
Oh,
that's the story
God.
from the previous podcast. You can listen to that.
Oh,
Lord
Continue,
Jesus.
continue on. Okay, well, in the video, Christian, he put in like men wearing like sports bra, and at that point, okay, if someone sent me, if someone sent me a titty pic, I ain't gonna believe it. It's a titty. It, it's it's gonna traumatize me the same as how Darius traumatized me. Like, doesn't matter if you're a girl or a guy. I'm getting traumatized with any like parts you're sending me.
I can't.
With
I
any
can't.
part.
No, honestly, in all honesty, this is a different topic. In all honesty, I can't believe we're actually talking about this shit in this podcast.
I mean, have you seen the past 3 episodes?
It's inevitable.
No.
It's inevitable.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, most
no,
probably
no
it's
wonder.
inevitable, I guess.
This is the first time. Yeah, but yeah, we this is this
Alright,
way,
okay.
yeah, we do talk a lot of things here.
Okay,
But yeah,
frankly,
wait, you were talking about something. Okay.
frankly, I regret bringing up this topic already.
No, don't worry. We can continue.
This my like personal thing, right? Alright, Ray, what about your experience with this thing?
What, like getting sent with body
No,
part
no.
pictures?
In general, sexual assault. I
No,
guess.
in general, it's like generally
Sexual
sexual
harassment.
assault. Like if you
Sexual
have encountered
harassment.
any post or whatsoever that makes you pissed or
Yeah.
whatsoever, yeah. Because I've seen some pretty bad ones myself, and honestly, yeah, I'm pissed.
I don't think I'm that exposed yet. I know I'm pretty good at avoiding it, but I have for now what I can think of is things that whenever I see them, it just makes me feel like, oh, people sure are dumb. Like it doesn't make me feel pissed off. Like, wow, you're really dumb. It's just like this amazement of like humans' brain of being so low. Because these days, social media is very normal for us to use. So we're so used to it, sharing opinions that sometimes we can't differentiate which opinion is necessary for you to share and which of them is just you don't really need to share them. There's a lot. I don't know if you guys heard on Instagram. There is this one Korean dancer, just a random Korean dancer out there, but her username is Bobby Fly. You know?
Oh yeah. And then people
Yeah,
just started provoking her name.
Not gonna lie, that's a very creative name.
Yeah,
I
but
can
yeah.
toggle into the
She
show.
doesn't know that. She doesn't know that
she
though.
doesn't know that because she's Korean. She doesn't know that.
So then, like, Malaysians went to comment onto her post,
Oh,
and then we're like,
this really
"Wow,
pisses me
Bobby,"
off.
and like all stuff that, it's
Yeah,
like
that's
as if the Malay language is like so top tier. Like, there are a lot of people who don't know
Lingua
that.
franca.
I mean,
It's just
it's
lingua
no.
franca.
No, I mean, shut up. No, it's just that, yes, her name is Bobby Fly or whatsoever, but then you just, I mean, she's Korean. You gotta think as well, she's Korean. She doesn't know what's the meaning of Bobby. And then all of a sudden, when you started provoking her just because of her username, that's a bit too much in it because you think
man.
that, because you think that you're in Malaysia, you know the word. Yeah, sure, but then, is it really right for you to provoke?
They feel entitled, which is the worst part. The social media, right?
Yeah,
When it comes
yeah.
to social
Yeah.
media
Like
sites,
the one
they
thing.
yeah, one of the consequences that you'll face is that so many people feel that they're entitled to something that they're really not, because not everything revolves around you, but these people do. Twitter is the best place to see all that kind of shit
It's the
unfolding.
best of both worlds. you see a lot with these type of people, and then you see like
Scrolling
the
through
good type of people.
Twitter, right? It makes me laugh while also at the same time deteriorate my brain cells.
And that sums up most people on YouTube. Same for me. I think same to Ian here. I think Ray is still innocent in this
No,
part of social media.
let me tell you one thing. And every single time I log on to Twitter or Instagram or anything else, I mean, especially Twitter, I don't just lose brain cells. My entire brain just gone. It's literally just so dumb that I'm like, okay, I can't take in any more of this shit. I can't take in any more of these nonsense. It's too much for me.
That's why I have a tip for people here. If you want to see a completely different Twitter, just change everything to Japanese, and you don't know.
Oh yeah.
Because the thing is right, for me, I don't understand Japanese, so I don't care. So I don't see, no matter how political it looks like, I don't care, because it's like, you think I know what that means? Who cares? And so
All random gibberish.
Yeah,
and
and-
it works different for Ian though.
Oh
Shut
my
up.
god, yeah.
Shut up.
Because he takes Japanese language. How do you feel with that?
oh man, you already you ruined your own advantage in browsing through Twitter, browsing through a language you don't understand.
Shush, shut up.
So everyone except people that take language courses, you're still good.
Yeah.
Oh, but then that's one of the strategies I didn't think of. Like, it would be goddamn fun to actually explore that.
Yeah.
But really though, one thing about social media is that it just pisses me off. Is it fine if I go back to the topic of sexual assault?
Sure, go ahead.
Sure.
Sure,
Like,
sure.
Yeah. Because there's this one tweet I saw on Twitter that actually got me pissed. It's they say in Malay, they're saying that women are sex objects.
oh my god.
They generalize women.
Malaysia, truly Asia.
Okay,
No, really. They generalize that women are sex objects. And I'm like, what in the right mind makes you think that? And I'm like, okay, fine. I mean, if that's your opinion, fine. I don't care. But then there's one part he says that jangan nak deny fakta, which means that you dare deny the facts. I'm like, these are not facts. Now that is the one thing that got me very pissed off. I tell myself, these are not facts. You are saying that they are facts. It's just because that you don't want people to, go against your opinion. Just because you feel like you're entitled to say things like this, and I'm like, really, bro?
If he has a PhD degree in like womanology, sure, go ahead. But
Hold
even-
on a second.
sure, go ahead.
Terminology?
Womanology?
We need to get
he
back
can't
to
even
that soon.
like even if
Okay.
he has that, he can't even say that. This is fact. Like what does he know? Like, what can he prove by saying that this is fact? Where's your research? Where's your statistics? Huh?
Right,
Where's
right,
your
right,
statistics?
right.
Yeah.
And no,
He's-
it gets even better actually. It gets even better. He said that it's a fact. Okay, fine. It's a fact. Fine. I tell myself fine. I'm really pissed off at that point. And then it gets even better when he said that people who think that women are not sexual objects adalah perbuatan yang jahil.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Clearly, he only meets women that are plastic, huh?
Thank
Yeah.
God I'm losing the grasp on the Malay language because I'm speaking too English for so long that I'm temporarily forgetting how Malay sounds like at this point.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
like during my driving lessons yesterday, right? I was struggling a bit, not because I don't know about the car. It's because it's in Malay.
Wait, are you
Oh my
taking? Are you okay? Out of the topic. Are you taking manual or auto?
Automatic?
All right. Have fun. Good luck.
Don't.
It's like he tells me what to say. All these parts, this engines, the part of the car, they're all in
Oh, yeah,
Malay,
yeah.
and I was struggling because it's like, wait, how do you say this in BM?
Oh, dude, you're gonna have a fun time in JPJ test. Trust me. Oh God.
It's
That is
just
not-
like
that is
it,
not
it
good.
just implying that Darius to like go crash and like break a leg, something like
No.
that. Is that what you're trying to incite him?
No,
I mean,
no.
that sounds like
Go have
something I'll do.
fun,
to be
you know. Go have fun, go enjoy yourself. Like, my brain is thinking different things here. We're not in the same wavelength.
This is the reason why I took translation as a major. I can just literally semantically or faithfully translate everything. I'm like, I don't care.
The other
I mean,
person
you want to say minyak hitam in English? Fine, sure, lubricant.
okay, that's knowledge increased by 1%.
1%.
0.1.
But getting back to the womanology, where was I going at?
Womanology.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my theory here is like most of the people don't like belajar, like learn like from PJ classes.
Okay, no.
The
Actually,
Dekan Jasmani classes because of that they don't learn the like etiquettes or like being I don't know a gentleman, something like that, or like what's wrong or what's not when regarding to sexual education. I think Malaysia is one of the, from what I see in my experience, like a lot of Malaysians don't know this thing called sexual education.
Yes.
Even-
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
god.
like-
Which is
yeah.
why
They put
you
up
hear so many
a religion
rapes
into it.
in the newspapers. That happens way
It's
too often.
so dumb. It's so dumb, really. Like, whenever you talk about sex education, some people, their mind instantly goes to sex education. It means that you're a pervert. It's like, no, that's not it. Yes,
No,
sex
it's
education.
not
There's the
it.
word.
No,
There's the
se-
word sex, but it also means gender. It means it teaches you what your body, how it should be functioning, how you should be doing,
Yes.
how you can take
Yes.
precautions. But people don't know that. They just think, oh, if you're into sex education, I guess it makes you a pervert.
Or it just says haram
Yeah.
Well,
because
yeah,
sex is
Yeah,
haram.
exactly.
they put
But-
like
but-
religion as like a doorstopper there. Like you
Oh,
can
yeah,
like
definitely.
extend yourself because of the religion. Like that's not a like most. You think people are like pious, like holy, like they won't like do those kind of stuff like in their whole life. Kids are like
Yeah.
diabolical, evil, like demon lord from somewhere reincarnated.
Yeah.
They will try things and they are stupid to try things.
And
So
the one
even like
And the one thing that I saw on that tweet, speaking of religion, he said that it is already stated in the Quran. He even used the word Quran. It's even stated in the Quran that that the pampan in the Quran it says that women are sexual objects, and I'm like, yo, what sort of religion teach you to say that women
Clearly,
are
he's reading the wrong book.
agenda Yahudi.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Can we
dude,
talk
don't
about
get there.
how
Don't get
Malaysians
there.
are obsessed with that kind of shit?
Oh,
You
yeah.
go to the bookstores, right? And there's always that section where they have these books talking about the Jewish agenda, explaining that
Oh,
all of this,
the conspiracies.
yeah,
Oh my
the
God.
conspiracies. It's amazing sometimes, you know,
Yeah,
going to
but
the bookstore.
yeah,
think
but
they
back
don't
to
have.
the topic about sex ed. In my opinion, I mean, yes, just because there's the word sex in it doesn't mean that you're a pervert. Because sex education, it doesn't mean that you just learn to have sex. No, sex education, which means that yes, first of all, what Ray said was I'm sorry, bleep that out. What Ray said was true. That it's it teaches you how to take precaution and everything. But in my opinion, sex education, I mean, not only just teaches you that, but it also teaches you what to say and what not to say. What is
Exactly.
what's sensitive and what's not sensitive. Like you can talk about this, and then that's that. You cannot talk about something else. You cannot make it as a joke or whatsoever. That is sex education. Doesn't mean that there's the word sex and there's the word education. Doesn't mean it teaches you to have sex.
Honestly, people
Exactly.
really need to get that.
No, sorry.
No,
Like,
it's just that
yeah, say
Malaysians. It's just that Malaysians, not all Malaysians, I would say, but Malaysians are just so gutted-minded that they don't even know what is sex ed. They're like, okay, sex ed, sexual education, fine, perfect.
Okay,
There's
when,
also there's also another debate on the topic as well. People will say that, oh, you're too young to know about sex education.
Oh my-
Why not just
yeah.
wait when you get married and later on you'll know? But the thing is,
By the time
There-
you get
it's
married, by the time
yeah.
you get married, it's already too late.
I get
exactly.
my sex education through Pornhub when I was 9.
Oh, for the
A lot of people
love
will
of
say that.
God.
Okay, but like a lot of people will be very serious about that. Some people would even say that, oh, I'm learning from porn, so that's enough. But the
It's
thing
not.
is,
It's
okay?
never not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
not.
unrealistic.
It's not.
It's meant for entertainment. It's not a lesson.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, some people are serious about that, and I'm genuinely concerned what will happen in the future.
I know, right? God,
if they go
just too
into
much.
that territory, I think we need to re-educate the
problem with-
education system. Yeah.
Nah. Just go to them, just slap them in the face, and be like, can you
Like,
get
problem-
your brain cells together?
The problem with people learning sex through porn is that it sets this really
Unrealistic,
unimaginable
yeah.
expectations of what you get in a relationship. You don't. Usually relationships are very complicated. Porn doesn't show that. It's entertainment.
Exactly.
They don't usually consent either. They just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't consent. I mean, you just click on a video and then you just, I don't know, straight up sex. They don't even teaches you consent. It doesn't even teaches you how. I mean, what are the precautions?
They go wow. You know what I mean? They pull
Yeah,
out
they
their
go
pants.
wow. I mean,
you don't have to show us an example.
there's
no.
that's not even precautions.
Mm,
Porn is basically fantasy, not reality.
Yes.
yeah, this solidifies like my TV. They need to learn PJ. Okay, PJ is not just like, oh, bola go bird like that. You need to go in class. Just every time, like when it's PJ class for me, in my school, like I've been to 4 or 5 different schools. Every time it's PJ, it's just go bola go bird, or like you just go out. You never go learn in the classroom at all about these type of things. If you open up the PJ book, the Pendidikan Jasmani book, you see like there's laws, there's a health section, there's like the things that you should do and you shouldn't do when it comes to like people that are different from your gender. These type of things that really are critical with teaching your kids how to not be single, I guess, something like that, or how to not be a loser.
How to not be
the
single.
gender. How to, yeah.
Dude,
If
shut
you
up.
can go
Shut
up.
up. No, I
if
mean,
you-
like, when you say how to not be single, I feel offended, honestly.
You're talking to me,
People,
dude.
people that open up a PJ book are like literal gentlemen there. Okay, like they
Okay,
go
then-
my lady tips fedora to you.
Yeah,
Get
okay,
laid
yeah, then-
instantly.
Yeah, then I'm not a gentleman because I never open up a PJ book in my life.
What's a PG book?
I think
Oh.
it's just funny, dude. Come
Oh my
on.
god!
Oh.
Yo,
Eating
dude.
with peanut butter and jelly? No.
No,
My
dude,
brain was
that's
a little
PB&J.
Health
slow there.
class.
That's PB and J,
Health
okay?
class. No. Your Malay is critical in
No,
state here at the moment.
physical education. There you go. PE, physical education.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
physical
PE. Okay. You have to speak in English so I could actually understand what they meant. Because PJ, it's something. It sounds like a lost language that I never had.
This is what
I
you
could-
call the American version of Malaysian.
Yeah.
I completely lost the grasp of the language. I don't care anymore.
I had to deal with it, dude.
Yeah. So basically, like, abuse is equal to abuse, sex is equal to sex, girls is equal to girls. That's not. It's not.
Wait. What do you mean girls equals to girls? What does that mean?
I mean that women are like, no, they don't like girls equal to abuse or girls equal to sex object. That's what I mean. That's not. So meaning like abuse is abuse. That's it.
Yeah,
Sex
which
is
means
sex.
that-
That's it. Don't
which means that
woman
that
that a
one
woman says it. Don't
Because it's like that's one
associate this.
topic.
Yeah.
That's the one. That one topic is just that one topic. It doesn't contribute to the other. Like, yes, women are women, but
exactly.
women equals to sex object, but women is equal to women. I'm sorry. I got confused.
Whoa.
Women.
Someone gonna call him out.
I know. I got confused because what I'm trying to say is that women equals to women, but women does not equal to sex object. I got confused with those two.
Yes.
Please don't call me out.
Women don't. Women's equal to women? What? Hold on.
Yeah, which means that women is just women. They have their own rights. They have their own rights. They can do whatever they want. But
It
doesn't
doesn't associate with the topics like abuse,
Yes,
sex, objects, something
yes.
like that. That's their own like
Because-
thing.
because
People
sex is sex,
will
women is
mistake them.
women, but women are not sex objects. So which means you can't just go to a random woman and just say like, hey, I want to have sex with you. You can't just do that.
I mean, you could, but then it's a different context.
Speaking of
You gotta
that,
pick.
Yeah,
there was
because
a
Pornhub-
no. There was a video. There's a video on YouTube about a guy teaching Japanese, and he's like, it's hilarious because he basically says that how to pick up women in Japanese, and it's fucking hilarious. I need to. It's a very old video, but he's very well known apparently from that. I forgot what was his name. It's fucking hilarious because the way he teaches is funny. It's like a drunk. His character is like a drunk guy who just hates his life but teaches you Japanese.
Oh god.
This flashback to Filthy Frank.
Okay, guys.
Definitely classes,
If you
everyone.
guys can excuse me, I'm gonna refill my cup of water.
Alright.
Sure.
He's getting thirsty.
Oh. I like to use the term.
No, it's just I've been drinking a lot of water lately. So yeah, I need to refill my cup.
It's
I get it.
getting.
Yeah.
I want to make a joke there, but then it's like, okay, never mind. I still have my sanity. It's not midnight. It's not 9 p.m. right now, so I've still like have brain cells to work with. Getting on the topic, like, okay, I guess, are we going political with this?
No,
Are we going to?
Whoa.
No, right? Yeah. Online. So
I don't know politics anyways.
when I scroll on to Twitter, right? This post someone like retweeted, and it's about someone, a girl like saying something about, you got big boobs, and then that's a problem. You got small boob, and that's also a problem. Then
Oh yeah.
and that one, I think, if you're on Twitter, I think you've seen it. Have you seen it? Have you guys seen it?
Why not medium
I'm not-
boobs, man? I'm a centrist, bro.
What did I
I'm not
miss?
even on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. But
Oh.
even there, I could see the issue. There was a post about this model who is wearing spaghetti clothes. I don't know if you know that the strap.
Spaghetti?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's clothes. You search that up. I don't know if I even said that correctly. But
What did I
anyway,
miss?
Spaghetti
revealing
clothes.
clothes. Okay, revealing clothes. Okay, revealing clothes.
Oh, the cobwebs, the spider, that thingy. Is that it? The webby?
I legit thought it's like a shirt made out of spaghetti.
Legit, yeah.
I don't
was thinking
know
of
if it's
something like
correct
that.
or not. I don't even know the
Oh,
term.
it is an actual
So,
term.
please-
It's called spaghetti strap. What?
Oh,
Why is this a thing?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank God. I'm so worried people's gonna call me out for calling it spaghetti.
The reason why it says that because it looks like a spaghetti. What?
Can you send a picture?
Yeah,
in
the
group?
strap.
I
Yeah,
wanna
the
see.
strap. You know.
Okay.
But-
Speaking of clothing, I after this topic I can talk about another topic related to clothing as well, but it has a relation to sexual abuse as well. So I'm gonna
Mm.
go to that later on. Clothing.
Mhm.
So continue
This
on,
is-
Ray.
This
Yeah,
is
continue on with this one
spaghetti-
first.
The spaghetti
Ah,
strap.
yeah.
And of course, Google also showed me
Yeah,
spaghetti
yeah,
strap
yeah.
dress
Yeah,
spaghetti
that
strap.
one. That one. Yeah, the picture. exactly. That's
Yeah.
the
I
one.
legit
I'm-
thought
so
it's
there-
just spaghetti. You know?
Can I-
But
That would be
expectations
over
ruin me.
That's a different genre, I think. If it's like actual clothes made out of spaghetti, that's a different genre.
kind of disappointed it's not
My
spaghetti.
expectations were too high. I legit thought it's gonna be made of spaghetti.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
We
my
had both
God.
had expectation. Wait, I think we're both hungry. I think maybe. Yeah. Continue on. Wait.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but like even in Instagram, there's like, because it's normal to post pictures. So there's a model that posts picture of her wearing a spaghetti strap. So then a lot of the comments were from females, and they were saying how she has a flat chest. And it's like, you don't really need to share that opinion. I mean, honestly, what do you get from that?
It's the I think I've
Why
I
are you
think
coughing?
I think I saw that one before. Was she wearing the like yellow dress?
Yeah.
And then there were comments saying that she has small chest.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, I
what's
think
your
I've seen that
point?
before.
What is people's point?
No, they're actually not females. They're males.
There are females. There are females. It's not just males only. There
I
are
think
females
maybe
as well.
envy. I think it's the when it girls with girls, it's envy. But when it guys with girls, when you're commenting these stuffs, I think that's sexual.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's not.
Okay,
Yeah,
does it
that's
count
really
as
sexual
sexual like
It does. It
sexual
does.
harassment when girls comment on these stuff with other girls?
Okay,
Mhm.
that I
This
don't.
sounds like bullying.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's more like bullying. Yeah, I don't think so. It's more
Mm.
towards the sexual because
Oh,
if it's
oh.
sexual, then it's too much. But that's more towards the bullying because there are. I mean, it really depends on the gender though. If it's a female to female, then it will consider as bullying. But then when it's male to female, then we really have to reconsider because
I mean,
it
women-
can be
Oh no,
bullying.
no, I think it's the same
You
thing.
can't.
It's just
Yeah,
like the
it's
highlight is
You're
bullying.
implying that
but-
women can't sexually harass women. I mean, there is a chance they
Yeah.
could be.
Yeah, but still, because most of the people, I'm not. Okay, I may be partially
Biased?
sexist over here. Yeah, a bit biased, but because those who are raping are obviously all males. Some of them are females, but majority of them are males. That's why I say that for me, in my opinion, not a fact, in my opinion, female to female is more just a bullying, but if it's a male to female, it can be considered as bullying, but at the same time, if it's something sexual, then we have to reconsider on that one.
I just want
I
a girl
think-
to bully me. That's all I want.
Oh,
What
okay.
the hell is wrong with you?
Okay.
Hey, look, I have guys
Yeah.
bullying me. I'm like, man, you guys don't know how to bully people.
Oh god.
Okay, that's a different. Is that even sexual harassment? I think if you want it, I think that doesn't count as sexual harassment. Oh my god.
No, I mean, like, let's say for example, if a guy commented on someone's, I don't know, on a female's breast or whatsoever, then,
Hey,
that will be confusing for me because I don't know how to consider that. Can it be sexual harassment? Can it be bullying? But for me, I don't really know. It's more like a 50-50 to me.
This reminds me of like someone sending you a dick pic, and then the other guy, it's like, it's like nice dick, bro.
No, you know the Kronk
Yeah, the
meme?
meme. Yeah, the
Kronk
meme.
Oh, where
We
guy
all
impersonates
know
Kronk,
that.
and he,
Yeah.
yeah, I know that one.
Hey.
He did pretty well. That guy impersonated Kronk really well.
Oh wow, it reminds me to that. When guys with guys, they don't like insult your dick size. But when girls with girls, they insult your boob size. So is that how it works here? Is that how?
That doesn't
It
sound
is,
like
huh?
sexual harassment. This
I
just
do
sounds like
not
bullying.
know.
Mm,
I mean, it's just homies, being homies, right?
mm. True that, yo.
And like
Nice.
sending you videos of Christian. That's a homies doing homies thing, right?
Yeah, you give your friends nightmares and like torture and
Yeah.
homie
yeah.
life.
Okay,
Uh,
I just want to point out if this goes on to YouTube. I mean, yeah, it might be, but right now I'm a bit concerned on sharing the link now.
Yeah,
No, it's.
yeah,
I mean,
stop
to
it.
be fair, we
That's
don't really
not the-
share any links anyway, so.
Yeah, because of the content that we're actually talking about. That's a bit worrying for me because if I were to share it to my WhatsApp
Kevin.
status or whatsoever, then it's gonna be like, oh
That's what I
god.
do.
Not
That's what
to
I do.
worry, because the first thing they'll do is they ask you, why? What's wrong? What's with this Darius guy? He sounds like a creep. Most likely they'll say that. Most likely.
This is just like us. I see it. This is just us being true to like things and being real, not being like
Being
Yeah.
speaking of
like
real, I gotta take a shit. You guys continue on.
What the hell?
like yeah.
Okay.
Just talk like you talk with normal casual friends, and I see it's a really good thing.
But to be
Like-
honest, I think like this topic, it's still pretty
That's the door.
mediocre,
How dare
mediocre to our true level.
Yeah, I think this is for me. This topic is just like not not spicy, not that.
Yeah.
comparing
Because
to other
if it
episodes
was
we've done
really
before.
spicy, it would have been taken down.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Exactly.
Because this is a podcast, so we can basically just talk about anything we want. But obviously, there are consents, there are restrictions as well. There are some topics that we could not talk about.
Yeah, I see things like freedom of speech. We talk anything, even those like of course respecting for the environment. Meaning you guys, if you guys are not okay with it, then I respect that. I won't say those type of words, because it might be sensitive to you. It might hurt your feelings. I don't want it. But if everyone gives consent in a way, I think it's okay.
Okay, yeah.
It's just casual friends talking. No one's gonna go political on you. No one's gonna bash you for this stuff. This is your two thoughts. This is your two words. You're saying things you want. Not being
And
restricted
also, I mean, what we're saying, even though we're talking about a lot of this sex thing and everything, but it doesn't mean that we're perverts. It's just basically we're talking about what is wrong with the situation nowadays.
Yeah.
What do people think about sex education? Why do people take sexual abuse, sexual assaults very lightly? So we're generalizing that topic. We're not really into that deep of sex, but yeah, we're just trying to rant out our problem, saying that why do people think weirdly nowadays? Why don't they use their brains?
No, there's gonna be like some guy in the, like 2-3 years, and then comes out to this video. Yo, this podcast needs to be taken down because of this. I think there's gonna be that one type of person. Like
Yeah, for sure.
anywhere
for
you
sure.
go,
Yeah,
there's
I'm
always be that
sure.
someone that's gonna be judgmental of what you're gonna do.
Yeah, it's inevitable, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, when it comes for me, let's not we're talking about the clothing. Like I said, I have a clothing topic that relates to sex as well. One thing that is trending on a lot on Twitter saying that guys, they obviously have nafsu, they have their lust and everything. They have
No,
their desire.
that's not okay. There's like 3-4 steps that you need to go to do that thing, to do like the tweet. Okay, you have to think of that tweet. You have to type up that tweet. You have to send that tweet. You have to retweet that. There's 4 things that you did wrong there. You cannot I just did it, without without rational thought. You cannot.
You cannot do that. No, let me tell you one thing. There are a lot of tweets of guys saying that girls should not wear tight clothing. Because you know why? Because you know why?
Okay.
Why? Because if girls wear tight clothing, it will basically just make guys feel horny or whatsoever. And I'm like, look,
Wait, it's because,
Oh my
okay.
god.
I know.
I had that conversation with my friend as well. We were saying how dumb it was to do that. I mean, come on. Like really, is that it? Females are so attractive to you. Oh, so poor
Oh
you.
my
You're wearing tights and
God.
then you get an instant boner. Oh no, poor you.
You know what I'll say? You know what I'll say? Can you just control your fucking dick?
Mhm.
That's okay. Well, I think most of this, if you guys know, Muslim countries they have this more what do you call, there was this thing called in this type of category, sexual things, because they don't have a solid, no, not a solid, more of a how to release the sexual frustration. You get what I mean. So
Mhm.
for countries like USA, you have teens are having sex, but at least safe protected sex, or they are at least jacking off to masturbating to release that pent up sexual frustration, or that's the word.
Yeah.
But here
but
is everyone just rely on religion, and then it's why do they have to kite or like relate this to religion with the holy stuff, you know. I get it.
Yep.
But you can't expect everyone to be like pious, like I said. You can't like slap a piece with someone with a Bible or a Quran, like, yo, stop. You cannot. You cannot.
In the name of Holy Jesus, you
Like, yeah, this is a biological thing. Like, people will get sexual frustrated, and when
Yeah.
people get sexual frustrated, quote unquote, the term horny, and they get horny, they do those things. But because we don't have a reliable or most of the people here don't. Most of the people here in this country or Muslim country don't know how to release that type of stuff. It's like
Mhm.
releasing
Mhm.
stress. Some people don't know how to release this stress, and they end up doing something really, really bad.
Yeah, like how Malaysia is nowadays. Like, because what I see in Twitter, for example, if a guy feels like, he feels perverted or whatsoever, he feels steamy, and then what they do is that they would just blame the females, saying that you guys should wear, like, loose clothing, not tight clothing, because it makes they blame females, you see. So I'm like,
yeah.
for
All-
me,
all-
I'm
for
like,
you.
look, if that's what she wants to wear, then let her be. I mean, it's your job to actually calm yourself down. You can't just blame the females just because you feel horny. So, which means that what, you're trying to point out that you're a pervert. You're trying. I mean, okay, you know what? It's inevitable. It's inevitable. We know that you're a pervert, but then when we already know that you're a pervert by just saying that, you're blaming the females of wearing tight clothing. If you dare say to a female that you should not wear tight clothing, it makes boys feel perverted or whatsoever, it makes boys feel horny. Dasar, dah kau dah pervert actually.
Yeah,
Exactly,
okay.
yeah.
About the
because-
clothes part, because
Yeah, because
girls
you're trying
are
to, because you're trying to cover up yourself. You're trying to cover yourself as a pervert. But then for me, I'm like, if you want to blame them, then why are you looking at that part in the first place? Why are you looking at their boobs in the first place?
the thing about clothes is that everyone, regardless of gender, we all have our own choice how we want to express ourselves. So you
Yes.
shouldn't blame that.
Yes, I mean,
Good sir. We're
I mean-
about to march with the whole bloody army back to sort of Angol where we started.
what the hell?
Quick commercial break.
Quick commercial.
Quick commercial break.
The
Yeah,
commercial
but-
break?
Quick commercial break. Yeah.
Through the commercial, I'm gonna edit that in. Wait, Shadow Legends. Alright, done.
Yeah, I mean like. Okay, I lost it. I lost where I don't know where I stopped already.
Clothes,
Nice.
clothes and being horny.
Yeah, so which means that where did I stop? I
Where did
know
I
I
even
stopped at
begin?
clothes. I know I stopped at clothes being making people horny or whatsoever.
They do though.
Don't-
They're making me
don't-
acting strange.
Yeah, but the thing is like whether or not you blame it on people wearing clothes a certain way that makes you feel that way.
Oh yeah. So I mean, yeah, like what you said though, regardless of gender, you guys can just freely wear what you want. I mean, if you want to wear turtlenecks, V-necks, or whatever, just go ahead. I mean, if it makes you happy, then just go ahead, wear it. But then if there are guys who cannot calm their dicks down, then try to stay away as far as
That's their problem. Like, geez.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
like,
worry, just say,
yo-
I'm sorry,
I'm
man.
sorry
It's just
that-
my
I'm
natural
sorry.
instincts.
Yeah.
no, I
No.
mean,
No, it is true,
No,
natural
don't-
instinct. The problem is the blame part. You're blaming it's like,
Yeah.
oh god damn it, she wore tight. Look at my dick now.
She's asking for it. Come on.
yeah. But there's a point. Because a lot
unbelievable
of people
how
are blaming. A lot of people are blaming that. Oh shit! Like what she said. Like what Ray said. Like, oh shit, she's wearing. I don't know. Let's say tank tops. or something.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, she's wearing spaghetti, and it makes me horny. And I have to blame her now.
Yo, the spaghetti got me acting Italian, dude. That spaghetti clothes. It got me acting as Italian.
Oh my god,
But
my dick
honestly-
is so hard.
Yeah, it's a dumb debate. It's a dumb debate because, like, honestly, there's a lot of rape cases that happen, and people often blame the female victim. Yes, I'm not saying that female victims don't have the blame. Sometimes they do get the blame as well, but it's really dumb if you're going to say the blame is on the clothes because a lot of time that's not the case. It's not about the clothes, you know.
You know what's the
People
best
who
part?
wear really long sleeves, who wear, they really look after their appearance, look all nice. It
Even
still
they
doesn't
get
matter.
even they get raped because rape doesn't contribute. I mean, clothing doesn't contribute to rape. If a guy wants to rape some random girl, they don't care about the clothing. Tak kisahlah pakai baju ketat ke, pakai baju labuh ke. If they wanted to rape, then they just rape.
Yeah,
They
people
want to feel empowered. Wait, hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
I mean, exactly what that's the point. I mean, they want to rape because they want to feel empowered, right? Being a man and all.
impulse. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
impulse.
but still, the stereotypical people saying that just because women wearing tight clothing, they are more prone to, yeah, not prone actually, they are more exposed to rape. That's just a bit wrong because people, even though people who are wearing like very loose clothing, they cover up the chest, like even though they
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
follow the ethics
Yeah.
in the Quran, they might still have a possibility to get raped as well.
Yeah, that's why the debate is invalid.
The
In
debating is
regarding to
valid.
this, right?
It's not supported at all.
People that it's like anti-vaxxers versus vaxxers, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's very dumb. It's very people that goes into this, you know. What I mean, people that debate on into this. It's really a ridiculous matter
Yeah,
because
guys.
at the end of the day, everyone since it's their own, you know. Everyone punya dosa sendiri tanggung, and people that you eventually will see comments like ni menegur apa semua. Yeah, sure, menegur, but then the other person tu dia menerima tak terima tu, that's their choice. Don't go
Yeah.
into like bashing or like shaming. It's
Yeah.
really wrong thing. It doesn't portray what the true essence of trying to convey that hope. You know?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah, but like I mean, like what you said, vaxxers or anti-vax, for example. Okay, viewers, please vaccinate your kids because vaccinate is actually good. But what's the point of people going against vaccination? Like, what sort of harm can it bring to your kids? If you don't vaccinate your kids, that's gonna bring you more harm.
You don't understand. It's the autism. You don't understand the mercuries in the vaccines are making people autism.
Vaccination doesn't contribute to autism.
I mean, that's what they say in the papers.
If they are born autistic, then that's that. There are people who are born autistic. It's not because of the vaccination.
It's like
that's the thing.
It's like you're living in like a secluded area, right? And then everyone there is like white. Okay, this is example. Okay, everyone there is white, and someone.
Okay, hang on. Before that, don't bring racism into this.
No.
No, don't worry. If it's against a white person, it's never
Right,
racism.
Some like pink guy comes in, and then and then a pink guy is there, and then he commits a crime. That's saying like 100% pink guys are like bad, you know. When it's like just a minority of things, it doesn't showcase everyone. It's just one person that's doing the problem, and
just because of that one person doesn't mean you have to blame the entirety.
Yeah, and this is where
which brings back to Malaysia as well. Like just because one guy, for example, okay, I'm trying to be fair here. Just because one guy committed something bad and then they say that all men are trash, I'm like, okay,
exactly. Yeah.
That is just too much for me because just because that one person did something bad and you said all men are trash, I'm gonna say okay. I mean, I don't want to get into this bullshit anymore. I just scroll on and just move on my own very day.
Social media for you. You get exhausted. Like his analogy for that. It's just wow, how people are just like that, you know.
You get exhausted like a lot.
Questions your humanity, even your sanity. Hey, apa ni? Do you guys have the urge to like, you know, you want to partake, be as assertive in that thread, you know, comments on these things, and sometimes you just don't want to do it, you know? Have you guys had that feeling?
About what?
Yeah.
About what?
Like being this someone like posted something, either thread post, doesn't matter, but then do you have that fear of participating in it, you know, being assertive to comment?
No.
I don't. There are some times where I've already participated in and I don't care if people go against me, because if you dare go against me, I'm gonna spit you with facts. I don't care.
Because
Because recently, like I say, recently I tweeted a thread really about how people think about sexual abuse. My first topic was clothing does not contribute to rape. Secondly, sexting. Thirdly, why are you taking sex or sexual abuse as a joke? I was talking about that, and if people actually go
Yeah.
against my opinion,
What?
first of all, I want to be mature. I don't want to fight. I don't want to cause drama in there. I don't want to cause any unnecessary drama. What I'll do is that I'm just gonna shut you up with facts. If you want to go ahead, I mean, just go ahead. I'm just gonna reply you once with facts, and that's it.
but in things like, you know, sometimes I see it, people like, I get that it's okay to, you know, reply some comments or that, but people overindulge in these type of things, and they goes down to like spiral of madness. Like
Mhm.
you are like talking to or
I thought
having
I
a discussion with someone that doesn't even like
I did flush.
values or even understand your views or perspective, and they just like, there's no helping it, you know.
And I did
Even like a slap on their face, they won't like realize this type of stuff.
Okay, honestly,
That's why
even
like
though
I
the way of how you text is just like you want to have a discussion with them, but then it still doesn't work if the other party thinks that, oh, I have to argue this point, I have to fight. I don't care if my points are wrong, I have to fight. I mean, dude, we just wanna discuss, dude. Why do you want to
yeah,
fight?
but most
Unnecessary
majority of people in social media are like that. Apa-apa je, mesti they wanna attack you, they wanna like
Yeah.
goddamn debate. Even if we are having a debate, people will be like misassuming like, oh, are you guys having a fight now? Like, stop fighting. Like, that's so retarded. It's so like, can you not differentiate people with having a discussion and people with actually like, you know, especially in this type of stuff, opinions. Like what we're doing right now, it's a rare occurrence to people to actually discuss things in about a topic so deeply and so meaningfully.
To be fair, when I see people fighting, I'd say, guys, make up and kiss. Come on. Let's not fight,
Yeah,
you bros.
that's one way to stop, I guess.
Yeah, that's why, like, personally for me, that's why I'm afraid, I guess you could say that, or like I'm reluctant to comment because it's no helping. What am I contributing? And I'm just wasting my time with idiots like these. Like, you. At the end of the
Right.
day, like, you are yourself. You're not somebody else. And if you hold that view, then you are you. You know, something like that. So
Right.
if you respect women, you do like things like respect women. It's a better thing to advise someone, but why advise someone that is like literally brain dead? They don't have a brain.
I mean, I just don't want to waste my time, you know, just arguing. And every single time I say something that provokes me, I'm like,
Yeah. I think when you get older, it's more common that way now.
No, you know you're old when you think that way already.
I am the boomer now. Weh.
I am the boomer now at 19
my
years of
gosh.
age. I'm a boomer.
Okay, I'm
No, just you know, change the place. Just invert the numbers. For 19 years old, no, we're 91.
Just push it somewhere else. It's not that hard. You
Okay.
know, you could just mute when you go take a shit, but that's just my
Why
advice.
is like everyone's getting a break?
This is weird because it's like the first time people are actually taking breaks, because in the last like 3 episodes ago, we never do that.
Oh, I see.
I guess
Wait,
Saturdays
all
are.
all three of you already went.
You're gonna be the last one then. If that's gonna happen.
Oh, I'm gonna stay. I'll be the last survivor. I'll go
A
through
lone
all.
survivor.
This ain't Battle Royale, man. Come on.
Last man standing.
Or maybe it is. I already lost.
Oh.
Wait, where the hell is Zafran going?
He went to take the toilet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, oh shit. It sounds like I'm saying he went to take the toilet.
Okay, so which means that he go to the washroom and
He probably
take the
just grabbed it and ripped it off.
You just
The-
rip it
Oh
off
my
the floor and
God.
just yeet it out of existence, I guess.
Oh my god.
Speaking of toilets, have you
Yeah.
ever tried? You know, there's like I've been looking to this band. This guy named Keith Moon. He's the drummer of this band called The Who, right? Apparently, this man was well known for doing really stupid, crazy shit, only because he said he's bored.
The hell?
So
Wow.
he whenever they go on a tour, right? Any hotel he goes to, no toilet is safe. You know why? Because
no.
anytime they go to a hotel, he would go to every single bathrooms and plant them with dynamite and blow them up.
What?
He said that the reason why he's doing it is because he thinks watching toilets explode is art to him. It fascinates him.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another episode for my strange addiction.
Oh, don't worry, he died.
What the?
Can you just imagine if someone just had diarrhea on that toilet and then the dynamite just goes off? God
no.
damn.
Ray,
That
what's
is a terrible
that up?
sight.
That's
Why did you bring that up?
biologically impossible. Okay, I am a science student. Okay, that's I've never seen
You didn't
I've
even
never seen someone did a species or a goddamn picture of it. People dying of diarrhea. You know what I mean? Like when
dude, we
No,
had
no,
this.
not die of diarrhea. It's just that if someone had diarrhea at the same toilet and then later on someone just thought, hey, why not put a dynamite next to this toilet that has diarrhea in it? Let me see it explode.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's another way to put explosive diarrhea.
Yeah,
oh god. Okay.
that's
okay.
terrible.
Different matter. Then that's possible. Biologically possible and physically possible. You can even live with that impact.
I
You
have,
die.
God.
I know. I have a feeling that this episode of the podcast will actually be even worse than the last 3 episodes.
No, this is very mild. This is pretty mild,
Yeah,
actually, from
it's
the previous
fine.
3.
It's fine.
It's okay. This is actually the first time I feel calm talking with something in a podcast for once. Because the last 3 is just us screaming at each other.
Because honestly, I don't even know whether to share this on.
I mean, it depends on you, really. I don't care.
But disclaimer, yeah. When I say category 2 shenanigans, it is chaotic. Like you
Oh
can.
yeah, I might just put a disclaimer on it, I guess.
So like the 3 episodes before this, the previous episodes, it's just random like bullshittery. Basically, that's it. That's why. And this is why,
All I remember from the
they were-
previous episodes were like dick jokes and people of color. I don't know, and then some random stuff about I don't know what you guys talking about scorpions,
Or
Oreos.
from Mortal Kombat? Oh,
Yeah.
But aside from that, it's all like banter. It's not really we're serious on it. It's just everything. We're just having laughs, having fun. We how ridiculous, how the world's burning, and then we're enjoying this stuff.
I don't even have time.
I mean, you guys had one wholesome moment, which was the time where you just shared recipes with each other.
well, because that one guy was talking about cooking.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
We can be like a cooking channel, a maintenance podcast, like anything you want, baby.
Anything you want, baby.
That's what you call the free market, boys.
We're
It's the reason
catering
why
our-
communism failed. They don't have this podcast.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus,
coming
God in
up.
heaven, dude.
We're coming up at the top. Beating all podcasts. We are multi-purpose. Everything we do. Everything.
Is this even a podcast?
I think it's going in, right? It's going in, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Is anything you guys wanna like share?
Pretty much it when it comes to social media, I guess. That's all I had.
It doesn't have to be relating to social media. It can be anything.
My brain, I was about to talk about something, but really, I got nothing. Hold
you
on.
just left your train of thought.
Dude.
Yeah,
Dig out.
because I was about to say something. I had a lot to talk about, but then Zafran just messaged me. He's like, "We're gonna talk about social media," and my brain shut down. I'm like, "Oh, talk about something I rarely even use." All right,
Oh
It's
my
cool.
Wait.
god.
I thought you use it a lot.
I use it mostly to post art, man. I just work
Oh,
in social media sites. I rarely been active.
Yeah.
I
Same.
mean, you can just talk about what you posted on WhatsApp.
I think
What
that's
did you post in WhatsApp?
The only thing I do with my WhatsApp is I shit post. I mean, You guys have seen it.
Oh,
Zafran
okay,
has
in
seen it.
One thing, ones that I haven't been watching for a long while now is your bro ventures.
Oh yeah. To be fair, I'm stuck here. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's exactly that thing ended when COVID strikes.
Yeah. Like,
Don't-
alright, everyone's on lockdown. Even my
Only
series
like
have a lockdown.
few videos of him like even that we're doing here with his cat videos. I know because I watched him everything.
It's like it's weird that everyone seems to enjoy my bro ventures. Like that one time, I was really bored. I was like, man, this isn't working out. I should stop this. But then some people, like a lot of people, are asking me, no, don't. This is interesting. I'm like,
No,
all right, okay, I guess I'll continue it.
It's
moved-
interesting. It's interesting for me actually. It's just I don't really say it to you, but actually I find it interesting as well.
the
It's
like
just me walking around like seeing weird shit. I just record like, oh, I wonder what's happened over there.
the life
Yeah,
of an incel.
That is the thing that enjoys. You just walk around and you just say shit at everything.
Yeah, people find my comments interesting when I go anywhere.
There was I think you were in the hospital, and then after that there was cat videos, and then after that it went like dead for a while. I think that's why I remember.
Oh, yeah, why
The
were you in
ho-
the hospital by the way?
I puked blood.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now that I remember. Yeah, what happened actually?
Apparently I ate something, right? And then no, it's not I ate something. No, apparently I have an ulcer in my esophagus,
Oh
Oh.
shit.
and the stuff I've been eating apparently triggered it, and I puked blood.
Why you
So-
been eating?
So I was stuck in the hospital, and the doctor told me that they're gonna insert a black tube down my throat. They're gonna shove it down. I'm like, okay, that doesn't
Oh,
sound
God.
that doesn't sound cool, but all right.
Was there a black couch in the background with
Uh,
like
The fact that they're gonna put a black tube in
Yeah,
your
Yeah.
throat.
it's a meter long too. It's pretty long.
Oh,
Just shove it down my
no.
throat.
It has a weird feeling. I haven't felt it before. I can
I knew-
tell it feels very weird. It doesn't feel comfortable at all.
It's not. It's worse when you had to stay conscious.
oh
So-
shit!
I basically looking at this tube, shove it down my throat. I'm like, oh,
no.
this is what my life is now, huh?
Oh, God.
I would pay to be there. Just like you see your reaction in the face. Oh
It's
god.
like a magic trick or something. If like they're gonna pull it out, it's like voila, 1 meter tube.
Voila.
1 meter black tube. It was not comfortable.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like oh wow, I new video for BBC I guess.
It's like the worst thing is that they put it like somewhere around my esophagus. That you know when you have that, it gives you a gagging reflex, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I gag really hard on that because it's like, dude, that shit is like stuck in, is all the way down my esophagus. It's not comfortable, man.
I'm so sorry. I'm having a good time hearing this.
How the hell are you having a good time hearing this? Dude.
I think Zach is just having a reflex for all those time Darius
No, no, no,
traumatized
no,
him,
no,
so
no.
now he's just like laughing it off.
Yeah, he's enjoying it. I mean,
I was just about to say that
God,
Zach is a masochist now.
Yeah, that's why I'm like now I'm like okay, this confirms it. You know, this comes.
it's sort of like a payback, like a karma.
Oh,
But yeah, then I was really bored. That's why I did a special edition, like a special episode of
Just
a
walk
Raw
around the
Venture.
room.
no,
Well-
you should have just went outside the room. Were you locked inside like a like
No.
trap mouse?
No, the thing is, there's nothing much to do around the hospital to talk about. And besides, I
seem
don't want to look like a fucking weirdo recording everything there.
I'll do that. You know, for the
I
content.
mean, luckily, there's no one else. People would think that this guy is crazy. Instead of a hospital, you gotta put this guy in the mental asylum.
No, they probably think I'm being annoying. That's most likely it.
Yeah.
But that room was like a sick room. You know, a big room for two people. If I'm not mistaken, you can like.
Yeah, there
you
was, I was
that's in
actually
there.
pretty alone. I was all by myself in that room.
I mean, you
But-
can have the whole. You can have the whole room to yourself. That's good. I mean, yeah.
Then, the last day where I get discharged, they sent in. There's this one guy, and I asked him, so what have you been hospitalized for? He said that he had a kidney stone. I'm like, oh no, they're gonna insert a tube up his dick. That's
No.
that's one of the procedures of having when you have a
that's
kidney
what-
stone.
when they have kidney stone, they put this one. It's a long thing, okay? It's a long thing, and then they will like expand the. If I'm mistaken, the blood capillaries or artery.
Oh,
Basically anything to bring the stone out. The stone.
Yeah, that's so
that is
Oof.
it's legit. It's very hard.
that is not pleasing at all. I mean, the only thing I know about kidney
You
stone
had
is
to
that
stay
they'll do some
conscious too,
operation.
even better.
I mean, the only thing I know about kidney stone is that they have to go through an operation, and that's pretty much it. That's all I know. But having a tube going inserted inside your dick, that is just too much for me. No.
That's science for you. No, not science. That's
Oh
How
my
Dr.
god.
Yeah, that's
I just imagine Zach going up to the guy with a kidney stone and he just saying, "That's science," you know.
Yeah, good bedside manner there. That's a very good bedside manner. It's like, don't worry, dude. Look, it happens all the time. This is just science.
You
It's
know, if I
science.
have if I have
Like
kidney
that,
stone, if I have kidney stone, and then
share
that's my
You know, Zafran, you saying that it probably will make him anti-science, you know? Because it's like he has a tube up his dick.
Oh my god, and then Zach just beside there. Oh
Oh,
no.
Ray, let me tell you one thing. If I were to have kidney stone, and then
Wait.
I found out that Zach is my surgeon, I'll be like, no, get that asshole away from me.
If women have kidney stone, why do they?
No, I say if I have kidney stone.
No.
I
What
don't
if
know.
like girls have kidney stones? Where do they like you know?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. You're the science dude.
Let's not bring that topic up, alright?
I'm curious. I'm gonna search it up later on.
What is wrong with you?
It's for
Dude.
science.
It's education.
This is
Okay, I
not
wanna learn. Okay, I wanna learn.
a valid excuse.
It is for FAP for academic researchers for academic purposes.
Why did I join this podcast?
Don't worry.
Oh god.
Don't worry, you don't have to share. We're not holding you hostage or holding a gun into your head.
We're not
If
pulling
you-
you at gunpoint. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So, unless.
I'd rather jump off.
Unless.
What do you mean by unless?
Going back to the hospital, so you could have just walked out of the door and then like yeet out of there. Like
I'm out.
I'm like, bored of this shit. I'm gonna go out. It's
I'm
just
a
like that. I think people won't really care much.
I'm a hospital fugitive now.
They won't like. Will they sue you or like penalize you for like leaving your room?
How?
I don't know, actually. That's an interesting thing.
That's gonna be a sad move there. Like
Dude,
I'm not-
you are majoring in science. You should know. You'll be working in a lab soon.
I thought he's working on medical science. I thought that's his thing to
Yeah,
study.
Yeah, you should know.
I can do well. I can like cure people, but at the same time poison people. Works both ways.
Yeah, whatever you do, please don't nuke the entire world.
I can give you a prescription for heroin or cocaine.
And
Yeah,
here we
wait.
have the evidence of Zach being a future terrorist.
We need to call the FBI on this shit.
I think they are already on my leads, so yeah.
He's been giving so many hints.
If they're not taking lessons, they will rule the day. No, my name. Okay.
Since we're here on the topic of majoring, want to talk about? I mean, everyone's major. Like, what does your major talk about? Like, I mean, look.
It's boring. Honestly, it's kind of boring. Okay, do you want me to run out like scientific facts or how you're not an idiot, something like
No,
that?
Oh my god.
No. I mean, Jesus, for the love of God. No, I'm saying that. I mean, what do you study in that specific field?
Okay, that's Bible.
Like,
So-
we can talk about, let's say, Ray is studying communications, and we can talk about maybe what does communication teaches you or whatsoever.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
If you guys are okay with that with sharing, then I guess it's okay. But for me, when people talk about like their courses, their major, then why do they sound like so like uninterested or like so like I don't know? There's no wow factor in there, Okay, like we're saying like I'm an accountant. Yeah, I do accounting shit. But in my mind, that you could have gone better with that, presentation. Where I'm an accountant. you know that CEO top bitch. You know that.
My parents told me that accounting is the most boring job on the planet.
No, but you can make it interesting how you say it. Like it's not just you with a calculator. You're like, okay, you know that in the villain series, you know that villain they had that secretary. Yeah, I'm gonna be in that position because I know how shit comes.
You
Okay,
want
you
my
know-
dad to be a villain? Is that what you're suggesting? My dad's
The right-hand man,
an accountant.
second right hand man. You know, you can like you're holding people. You have power. You have order.
Zach
you
has
are
high
an
expectation for accountants.
Right, but
Yeah, very high.
who the fuck's like take care of your money? The accountant. Do you wanna get paid? Respect me, bitch. Okay, respect me. If
What?
you're not respecting me, then you're not gonna get paid. Or like, oops, something went wrong with your account. I can't calculate.
Then why didn't you become an accountant?
Yeah, exactly. Why can you become an accountant? Huh?
Welcome,
Like-
welcome to Money Laundering 101.
Legit, if you like studying anything like you're having a job, you can like legit create at least a bit interesting of story, you know, rather than just hey, I'm an accountant, I do this. It's just hey, I'm a doctor, I just do this. Like boring. I don't want to know your goddamn course. I want to know your life, how you think about it. That's just me personally.
Dude,
Maybe
I was thinking of going for computer programming, but I changed my mind, go for animation instead. And then again, I keep hearing like the stereotype of being a computer programmer that they always wear programming socks, if you know what I mean. Programming socks. You know that, right, Zafran? You know what I mean, right?
I think I get it a bit. Is it a stay at home, you know, not doing anything? Is that it?
He doesn't know. Oh no.
Okay. I'm gonna switch it up.
Programming socks.
Can someone switch it up?
No.
Can you-
I'll do it.
Okay, then can you post it in the, I can't do it because I'm recording at the same time here. But yeah, coursework pula, courses, jobs. What you guys do for a living?
Oh, jeez, what the hell?
He actually typed programming socks.
Oh, well, nice. Is it a disease? Is it a disease?
It's not a disease.
They're just socks.
send it.
Can you send it? Yeah, like send that shit in the WhatsApp. No, in the Discord. Because I can't open a WhatsApp.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just
If you want people to talk about their course in a really interesting way, why not just ask them to vaguely summarize their course?
That's a programming
And
socks.
then you just guess. And then you just guess what kind of course you're having.
you guys
That's
pretty
not
much
fun, is it?
you guys,
It's
you guys
like,
pretty much know what
presentation.
course I'm taking already.
What's programming is? Is this it?
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. Like, is this it?
That's programming socks.
I'm kind of disappointed. Like it's like
He doesn't know. He doesn't
You're
know.
something more, didn't you?
are you a zebra or something like that? I don't know. Can someone educate me in programming socks? I don't know what's a programming socks.
Darius. Be my guess.
Holy shit. Japan is building an actual Gundam. What the fuck?
Oh, you didn't know? That's like old news, man. Are you?
It's
you
not,
boomer
that
now.
doesn't sound like old news. This looks like recent history here.
If you're a day late, then you bring it up. You're a boomer now.
Alright.
Whereas for me, you guys know that I'm taking translation. Some people think like, oh, you guys are just taking translation. What you ever do is just what? I mean, just translating text, what's there. I mean, look, translation doesn't mean it's just translating shit. Doesn't mean that we learn language and then we just translate. There are theories to translation and also strategies to it. There are also methodologies as well. And we basically must know linguistic as well, like what's phonology, what's syntax, what are semantics, what are pragmatics.
You
We
can
gotta-
also
we gotta-
you can also understand shit posting in different languages too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I think I've kind of.
Put that in your resume. You can understand shit posting in internet.
Shit posting in multiple languages. That is my skill.
Oh god.
You know, you work for that company. That you know how companies have like those brand, accounts, and then posting like memes and jokes. You can do that, but in another language. You know, Espanol.
Les
Español. Sí, sí. I don't know how to speak Espanol.
We don't learn Spanish though. That's a shame.
Yes.
But we did learn Arabic. So
Okay, when you say that your course is like this, like that, my mind's imagining, okay, you're like working for the politician, you know, like you're decrypting the codes for like
yeah.
bombs,
Yeah,
like that.
that's what we basically do. I mean, let's say for example, if there are two.
That's a goddamn story. Like, how do I know like linguistic? I don't know what is there, or like
Yeah, because we need to study linguistics as well in translation. Like, especially the phonology, the morphology. We have to learn all this stuff.
I get that you're learning that stuff, but like, where's the interesting parts comes in, you know?
The interesting part comes in when you learn the language itself.
Oh god.
Not the linguistic, trust me. Because language, example, if you were to learn Arabic, I swear to God, you are not gonna have a fun time.
Imagine like okay, I'm not gonna go into that because it's gonna be much more spicier.
Oh
But,
man.
Ray, what about you? What do you do for a living, huh?
I mean, you can talk about it, but you just have to censor it.
Nah, it's okay. It's a family-friendly content. You can
Family friendly content.
Family friendly, my ass. We already started swearing already in this context.
like you can let your toddler listen to this. They're gonna gain like momentum in knowledge and education. We're talking
Right.
real shit here.
Ray,
We're not.
if your children sees this podcast, you
My
have to,
children
you have to blame it on Zafran.
My descendants will see this. This is a priority manner. Wajibun gunnah.
Okay.
Oh my
What
god.
he said? What he said? What he said?
I mean, I advocate for family rights. What? I don't know what I'm saying.
But wait.
Yeah. What?
What do you do for a living?
Me?
I
Ray.
I disturb people on the streets.
Ah.
Just go to the street and be like, hi.
No, I think it's for if it's phrase like hi, you know, like softly saying it.
Oh my god.
Is that an accurate depiction?
Possibly.
Possibly. Alright. Now, if you see a guy or a girl, I'm not gonna reveal your gender, but if you see someone like that in public handling out flyers, I think you know who is that now. Laying it out.
Yeah, we
He
pretty much-
lives in Malaysia, so that's one thing. I just disclosed their private information. You can stalk her, you can stalk him.
Oh my god.
All up to you. Either way, I think we should end this podcast.
Really?
So you 30. Yeah. Do you guys wanna talk more?
I mean, we can just end this podcast and then we can just continue chit chatting like normal human beings.
I
We're pretty much
mean,
we're pretty much
still
aliens
talk.
by now.
I can still record. I don't mind.
Agree? Because I don't have any more topics. How about you guys? You got any more topics?
I can just talk bullshit a lot of things though.
Di persilakan.
Yeah, but
I
Just like a-
legit want to continue Bro Ventures, honestly, if this whole thing is over. And besides,
I
the
think-
fact, I mean, now with the fact that I'm about to learn to drive soon, right? I might get a license if I do pass. I might even drive even further and provide even more content rather than just seminye, okay?
don't record and drive. You'll die.
No, I won't do that, obviously. Why would I do that when I do that with a motorcycle?
I think the fun part is you walking rather than you know, when you're in the car, you know, and then you're recording.
No,
stuff.
I use the car so I can actually go place even far. You know, that's what I meant. Go to different places that I could record. Something where I
Yeah,
could provide more insight of what I see things.
Do you have a channel for Broad Adventures?
No.
You should. You should.
I remember
Yeah,
somebody
boy.
said that what he feels special, what he sees special something about Broad Ventures is that you'll never know, you'll never understand the past episodes because they'll never appear again. and most people won't know, and it's only the people who've seen it will remember.
Yeah, it's basically just take it or leave it, basically.
Yeah, that's the true beauty of like the bra adventures. And I guess
It's never coming back.
it's never coming back. It's never. It's like a una anos thing, okay?
And then you'll never know where are we going and what are we saying.
Exactly. It's something like you need to watch it now. If not, you have a day to watch it. If not, then it's gonna be gone forever.
I had like early prototypes of that kind of format. Where it's just saying, it's just be Darius talk shit. That didn't work out. And there's Darius Bizarre Adventure. I'm like, man, that's too much to type. And then there's Bra Adventures. Because I've been saying bra way too fucking often at that point. Bruh. So it's like, why not I just put that, replace adventure in it with bra adventure. And bam, you got WhatsApp's favorite series. A guy that talks stupid shit while he walks around Malaysia.
We'll watch.
Ask you, but you're taking a driving school. What are you at? KPP2 or KPP3?
I'm doing practical. I haven't started the test yet.
Yeah, no, but practical is KPP2 and KPP3. I mean, KPP2 is basically inside, but KPP3 is outside on the road.
KPP2, I guess.
Which means the course.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys like talking like.
I mean,
cars
I never knew how to drive. I never know how to drive a car. So the first thing my tutor told me is like, all right, I'm gonna let you drive and go out to the road. I'm like, all right, okay.
Same as
That's dangerous.
the brakes, we call the pedal. You know how to. If it's manual, then you're gonna have bumps. But essentially, it's the same as driving a motorcycle. You know.
Yeah, I know.
You go.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean if it's a manual
you
will have bumps? What do you mean by that?
Like,
mean,
if
you
you
wanna-
don't time it right, they would start to jump and will kill the engine.
Ah, I see. Yeah, that'll happen. That'll
Or
happen.
even, like,
I mean, you
Trying
showcased me that when you came to my house. You just showed me how does a manual car work.
Yep, which basically it will just basically jack your car to the front and just end it like that.
I'm lucky to have two friends that can Uber or Grab drive me to anywhere I want.
Motherfucker, you're gonna pay me for the gas then.
You're gonna pay me for the
Yeah,
gas.
sure. I'll pay you for the gas. You drive me anywhere where I want.
Go
Yeah,
for
you'll
it.
pay me 50 ringgit per gallon.
Holy shit.
That works. I'll treat you guys. I got money. I got work. Easy
Go
can
for
do it. Me and Ray here, we are like public transport users. We are like,
Yeah.
yeah, we don't drive. We don't. We're too lazy to drive.
Eventually you will. Eventually you got.
Yeah. Suck my license, bro. It's already ended.
What, the motorcycle license?
Yeah.
Is it expired?
Yeah, it's expired for 3 years. It's still in
Bro,
L.
Wait, which one? You have a P, didn't you?
No, L.
Fuck,
bro.
L.
bro.
Never went to P, never went to like driving license school because I ain't gonna be someone's driver. I am
That reminds me of your adventure of walking from Semenye all the way to Cyberjaya.
Oh yeah, that one.
Cause nuts.
easy,
Without a
man.
license too. Fucking madman.
It's a fucking
What?
legend right here. This is
License
walking
to
hours.
License to walk? What do you mean, like I don't have a license too? Well, what are you implying? Huh?
You're using, you said, like Ray was talking about you traveling from Semenye to Cyberjaya.
No, walking.
You
Walking.
walk?
You know that he walked. Yeah.
He
He
walked
walked from Semenye to
13 hours.
Cyberjaya.
13 hours he walked. I literally counted the hours.
Did he
how long
continuously walk or did he take like
Yes.
multiple stops?
No, stop lah, of course. Because if I continue to walk, my legs will give me like it will break out, you know. The next
This
day,
nigga here skipping leg day. Alright.
Dude, I really wanted to slap you in the face, honestly. I mean, you are already skinny as fuck, and then here you are, not skipping leg day. It's been a while. I wanted to slap you in the face because of that. Why the fuck did you take a 13 hours walk from Semenye all the way to Cyberjaya?
He wants to flex that he has a walking
no.
license.
Yeah.
crossing the
Where did you
borders.
get the walking license from, huh?
It's training for crossing the borders. Okay, training when I'm getting caught by the police. Okay, it's all training.
Right. Imagine walking in Semenye, like on the road, and people would be like, well, "Who the hell is this guy? Why is this guy walking on the road with a
I'm sure
bag?"
there are people. I'm sure there are people that ask that.
No, there will be some people be like, "Oh, luckily
Speaking
like,
of Sebuye, hey, Ian, have you ever seen whenever you go to like Sebuye or on the Tesla area, do you always see that one Chinese guy standing in the middle of the road? Usually, not in the middle of the road, like on like traffic lights, right? It's always that one guy playing a triangle. Have you seen that guy often?
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy multiple times.
Yeah, I don't, it's fascinating.
I thought like he like went away after like
No,
2016.
He's still there, but he would occasionally disappear, and a few days later he comes back.
Let me tell you one thing, Darius. When I was working part-time back when I was working retail in a petrol station,
Yeah.
he was one of my customers. He wanted to buy a pack of cigarettes, which is Dunhill. I remember he wanted to buy Dunhill, and then he just points, and I'm like, I don't know what he was pointing at. He just wants Dunhill. I don't even know what he's pointing at. He was pointing at it, and I was like, "What do you want?"
Pointing ominously.
I don't even know what he wants. He just point at a packet of cigarettes. I'm like, which packet do you need?
If I was there, like, okay, I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna be
Oh my god, this is the second time we're not gonna say it.
okay, because it's too spicy. Okay, it's hot. It's hot.
He can't. He's releasing his urges, man. He's holding it in.
If it's like 9 p.m., then yeah, I'll go full force, like without thinking everything. But then it's still 3:33, right? It's still early for this stuff.
Exactly 3:33.
What about the guy? Is it like a recent thing or what? I don't know anything about this guy.
It's not a recent thing. No, he's been here for years, man.
Right.
For years already.
That's right.
The only guy I know on the street that just like stays there is the guy with a flag on his back.
Yeah, that's the guy.
That's the
Really?
same guy.
Yeah, that's
Oh
the
my
same
god!
Yeah.
He switches his style sometimes. Okay, with a triangle, maybe with a flag, maybe with sometimes with a trumpet.
Yeah, he has a trumpet too. I know that. I saw that too.
What's his story? Oh my god!
I know, right? It's so fascinating.
No, the way of how he smokes, it's not from the mouth. He actually breathe in the air from the cigarettes. That's the way of how he smokes.
Anyone who stays in Semenye, the area, they will know that one guy who always has something
He's
with him.
popular there.
He's very popular. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
he would also occasionally talk to the motorcyclist. Usually when he gets near them. It's so fascinating to look at this. It's a weird phenomenon. Wait.
Reminds I think you always have that one local local guy, you know?
Local
in your-
legend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At the same time as well, we can't really like blame him. We can't really like judge him as well.
We can't. We just watch him. It's like, man, he's always there.
I mean, he's fascinating and all, but at the same time, we can't really talk smack about him because we don't know his past, so we can't really just judge them.
True. Right. But when I'm studying at Sarawak, we also had the same type of person, I guess. You can say I'm like saying it's wrong or anything, but she always comes up to everyone, like. Doesn't matter shop owner or the customers apa, and she always asks tigigit, meaning like tigigit.
Yeah, 3 ringgit.
3 ringgit. She's asking 3 ringgit to everybody. Some will give, some will not, but sometimes it like disturbs you, bothers you, and sometimes when you're eating or like talking with someone, and then somebody just there like she's not she's not poor or anything, but she's not really mentally okay, I guess you could say that. The whole area, everyone knows Makcik Kia. Makcik Kia Pak Makcik Dikit.
I can't believe that she's considered a local legend there in your area.
Yeah, and Samaran, Kota Samaran is the place.
Yeah. Man, I should have went. There are multiple times where my dad and I were planning to get there just to see you, but it never happened because we're so busy with dealing with
Okay.
with my grandmother who passed away last year. So
It's okay, it's understandable. And something to. I think even if you like met me, I think I'm just like serving you coffee and then that's it really.
Yeah. Hey, at least I could meet your new friends. But then again, I would tell them, I'm not Sarawakian, even though I am technically. It's like I'm barely Malaysian anymore.
What do you mean?
I'm barely Malaysian. It's like you know, I speak too much English, and I'm completely unfamiliar with Malaysian culture at this point that I don't even recognize anymore.
I see.
If you really need to die for the country, then you are Malaysian in my eyes.
Too bad I'm not gonna die. I can't die.
It's treason then.
Because funny thing is that I have faced so many multiple near deaths that to the fact that my friend and I, right, Zach, the other Zach, right, we went to Petronas because we had an assignment last year to do art history, and we were watching this Petronas ad about a Samahan going through college in Petronas, right? And we yeah.
Is it?
Huh?
That in YouTube, is it?
It was on YouTube, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then we at the end of the video we saw this guy who looks exactly like the other Zach, and we were surprised. We're like, holy shit, is this an alternate universe where he's actually successful in his grades and goes to study Petronas? And I said, well, I guess in the alternate universe I'd be dead. Like any other alternate universe, right? There's always the constant thing that's always been stayed the same. I'd probably be dead. And this is the only universe where I'm alive.
Maybe, maybe not.
I mean, that's a very interesting existential crisis.
Yeah, talking about near-death experience, I've experienced it a lot, and then I'm not now numb to it. You know.
Yeah, me too. I'm numb about it.
Yeah, it's like because I've been I'm driving my motorcycle without license. Okay, wait, maybe at that time with a license. It doesn't matter with or without a license.
Okay, the fact that you said you drive motorcycle, how does that work? The fact that you say that you drive a motorcycle, how does that work?
Well, he drives
He's just acting oblivious.
Yeah, he drives a motorcycle. I can't believe it. How do you drive a motorcycle with a steering wheel?
That'd be cool though. Someone should invent that. A motorcycle with steering wheels.
Steering wheel, yeah. You don't even
cool.
need handlebars. Just the steering wheel. That'll be fine.
I think they crash because they can't swerve it. You know, they swerve at 360. Let me do a pro gamer move. Turn the steering wheel like 360.
No. Start drifting in a bike.
Yeah, that's not even drifting anymore. You're just literally asking for death there. Like the tires, is like, what the fuck are you doing? Turning.
Oh man, Tokyo Drift would have been different with a motorcycle.
And
Yeah,
there's
with
like
steering wheels.
and there's those like what's it called? Air Gear. I forgot the anime one. They can turn like 360, you know, or like a Starship Cruiser. Yeah. Sure. How I get a steering wheel? Why do you have that?
I was thinking we were talking about Initial D.
What?
I was thinking we were talking about Initial D, but never mind.
No.
Deja
Yeah,
vu.
why do you get that like funny joystick? Like, oh, plane goes up, beep, plane go down, beep. But when you have a steering wheel, you can like 360 that shit, you know, in space.
Implying you can't 360 with an airplane. Come on. I'm sure people know how to do that, right?
360, like not like a big. That's a loop. Okay, that's a loop. Yeah, that's
No. I mean like literally do a 360 drift with a plane. I'm sure people know how to do that.
That's just impossible, alright?
Hey, Ace Combat shows it's possible.
Oh, Ace Combat. Yeah.
Fuck.
But yeah, continue with my near-death experience. I think every time when I ride a bike, okay, that's the word there. Okay, don't be fucking judgmental. So, ride a bike. Wait, what's the word?
Pee pee poo poo.
Are you sure you're riding a bike, not driving it?
Okay, you guys like giving me like the amnesia here.
Yeah, that's the point.
Okay, I'm riding a bike. Okay, every time when I ride a new bike, that's the word, new bike, because I've gotten like new bikes, like not people give, like borrow,
Okay.
and then I always need to crash it as like in a way like pengisytiyahan kan, mengisytiyahan this is my bike now, so I have to crash it once. Either go into a ditch, go like into a car, go into like the road. Yeah, basically crash it. So like it happened 4 or 5 times already. And surprisingly enough, I still live. I still with an okay face, like no injuries whatsoever.
I'm surprised that you're not dead, and honestly.
I got hit by a bike. I got hit by a car. I got hit by a lorry. I get hit by a lot of things. Like,
The only time I fell off my bike is Zaf, you witnessed one time when I was on the way back to school. You saw me, I fell off my bike.
oh yeah,
Yeah. That was a bit big, honestly.
That was
And
the one time I fell off my bike was the day when I was watching Pokemon movie.
Oh,
with Zafran.
God.
So I think it was
Wait,
karma.
Pokemon movie.
Dude, by the way, Darius, remember the time when we were on a bike and then we just started spreading the sick Kyle around my housing area?
Yes, we did. It felt liberating.
Yeah, it felt liberating, honestly. Just Nazis everywhere.
Boys being boys.
Boys being boys.
Boys being boys, yeah, definitely.
Ah!
if kalau girls, your boobs are too big, man. Your boobs are flat.
Yo, let's not bring that in, okay? Let's not bring that
I
in.
thought you
Oh
buried
my
that
God.
hatchet.
The full 360 here. Oh, it's another podcast joke, inside joke, Steering wheel.
Hey, look, if anything can be if there's a steering wheel, anything can be driftable.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, hold on. If it's a steering wheel, anything can be driftable. Then does planes use steering wheel?
It's like a steering wheel, the
They
way
usually
it's designed. Like
They're
I,
shit.
see, imagine, see, that's what I mean. Planes can drift. I bet
Like,
Okay.
they can drift in the air.
about
Oh,
rockets.
Okay.
Rockets, man, rockets.
Can rockets drift?
Wait,
Yeah.
no.
Oh my
No.
God.
Wait. Okay. Think about it. Think about this. The satellites rotate the orbit.
Can satellite drifts?
Technically, it's drifting 24/7. Every day,
Wait.
the satellites orbit the Earth. So
They drift in
Drifting.
space.
they drift in space 24/7.
Zaf. For
Like,
7
even
years,
rockets.
dude.
Even
For-
rockets. Okay, I'm a science student. Okay, shut up. I'm a science student.
Dude,
Like, even rockets.
I mean, no.
Elon Musk, the rocket, he put a car.
Bro, you learn science, but you don't learn physics. That's the main problem.
He put a car on top of a rocket, and that rocket orbits. Yeah, at one point it orbits, and so technically it was drifting in space.
You know,
Don't be wrong.
I'm gonna call up NASA and just
Here's my question, Zafran. Fuck. Does the satellite have a wheel? Do they have steering wheel?
It does. Like every vehicle must have like the vertical backup wheel, at the trunk. Satellite must have too.
But they don't
But
have steering wheel.
You don't have steering wheels.
So, like, doesn't mean like they have the controls to drift it. Okay, they're going sideways. Okay, sideways drift go bird, and yeah, it's drifting. It still counts as drifting, even if you orbit around the Earth. It still counts as drifting. Is it going straight line? No, it's not going straight line. It's drifting around the Earth.
Honestly, I'm gonna call up NASA to just hire you.
Yeah, NASA is missing out. Yeah, talking about transportation, we're leaving Ray out. Wait, how about you? What's your experience in like cars, wheels,
Oh
handles?
God.
You
No,
drift?
Zero.
Important question.
You
You
drift?
drift? Boy, do you drift at all?
Honestly, Zaf, just now, whatever you said.
It sounds
over
like a pickup line. Do you drift?
Okay, yeah, in a weird way, it sounds like a pickup line. You drift?
But yeah, wait, with public transportation, how does it feel? Like, oh, grab call, Uber, train, like, cars, never having your own vehicle. Why am I turning this into sad thing? I'm so sorry.
Are you calling me out? Is that it? Are you calling me out for using public transport?
A guy using public transport calling someone out who's using public transport as well. Man, this goes way back.
No,
Oh my god.
someone that experienced the same thing I can relate. Okay, that's fine.
Honestly, for 7 years I've been friends with you, I have never made me lost this much brain cells, honestly.
Yo, if you're in the podcast, you're gonna leave a lot of brain cells here.
You're not losing brain cells. Your brain is expanding. Branding a collective of intelligent people in this podcast.
The irony. Jeez.
Oh, yeah, wait, again, question, answer.
What? What is it? What do you want me to say?
Yo,
She's
yeah,
calling you out.
no, like, how do you like fare? I don't know. What do you think about public transportation? How do you feel about it? You know, it spins on it.
Well, how am I supposed to feel about public transport? Yeah, sure, it's okay. I travel from one spot to the other. That's good.
You can drift on it. You can drift in it.
Come on, Ray, you have to understand that Zafran demands something philosophical about public transport. How do you feel sitting on that very seat on the
Oh
bus,
my god.
watching at the windows as it drives by, watching the scenery at night? He wants something philosophical.
Dude, yo, you speak out of my mind, yo. Legit, that's what I'm aiming for.
After years of scarring you, I would understand.
Well, I'm speechless though. What about you guys then? If you would have anything philosophical to talk about public transport.
Yo, public transport,
It's-
it's a lot. Okay, you're not coming up
Go
anyone.
ahead, Zafran. Go ahead. What do you think
Go
of
ahead,
public
go ahead.
transport?
Okay, alright, okay. You guys, if you had a private vehicle and you're going outside, the feeling of like having a vehicle your own, not vehicle your own, but having like to drive somewhere, you're doing it yourself. It's like a momentarily a short relief, short happiness. When it's in the long run, people will ask you stuff like, "Yo, can you buy me some cocaine?" Sure, like you go there, like.
Okay, before we continue,
Where are you going with this?
Continue. Keep going.
I take a lot of offense for it just now.
Keep going.
So, can you like fetch me somewhere to some place, or like can you pick me up? You know, those type of stuff. Go
I
from
take a
A
lot
to
of
B
offense.
destinations.
I
It
take a
gets
lot of
tiring. Now you're like a lap dog. You're actually a dog for someone. You know, people are leeching off you because you have the ability of a license. You have a license. That license, proof of you being a dog now. Okay, no offense. I'm just joking.
Oh my god.
I take a lot of offense.
I'm so sorry out there for any listener, viewer with a license. I'm not condemning you. Okay, this is just a story.
Dude, don't even talk about you. Let's talk about me. I love driving. I take a lot of offense for that. What the hell?
Zafran out there condemning people with licenses.
Okay, cut that out. Cut that shit out. Cut that shit out.
You're telling me bus and train gives you dopamine rush.
Oh my god.
Is that what I'm saying? Is that what I'm thinking here?
When it comes to public transit, okay, you need to focus like to drive or to ride a bike when you're like driving your own like vehicle or riding your own vehicle, and it's very tiring mentally. But when you're going to a public transport, you just sit back there, relax, you enjoy the scenery, you enjoy the time, you can do all by yourself. And yeah, public transport is like, I think I feel more towards public transport than private vehicle because a lot of things, there's a lot of benefits in just putting public transport. Right? If you're rich, go for public transport. Why buy a Lamborghini, right? It's gonna stuck in jam. That's the inevitable truth, the reality behind it. You buy a car, you're stuck in jam. You're not going anywhere.
What if you're in public transport and you get stuck in the jam?
if you go,
There's always a train. There's always a train.
A to B without that, like, it's faster than a car than a bike, or like grab sampan. You know that shit works also. Like if you go to like Sarawak, you go down the river, you don't walk, you grab sampan there. You can enjoy the scenery and it's fun. No, it's fun. It's relaxing. It's bliss. You should be grateful of that like experience because you don't own a vehicle, you don't drive for anyone else. You're going somewhere to some place, enjoying the scenery. It's like when your parents are taking you out to go back to the village, you know, with the grandparents. But you're at the back, sit there and just sleep or like not concentrating on any accidents whatsoever. Just like lie there. Someone's life is in your hands now. Hey, your life is someone else's, and they need to worry about that. They need to shoulder all the million lives or the thousands of lives inside that train or inside that. Like, I can sue them if they cause an accident or something. Yeah. Public transport. Go ride it.
Honestly, I could agree to some degree. It's like
Infinity and beyond.
like how do I say it? It's like public transport, right? It feels comfortable. You just get to just sit on the train and just look at the windows as it moves around. You get to see. I don't look at people because I don't like looking at freaks. Sorry.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, I could consider you as a freak if I look at you.
Thanks. Love you.
You're welcome.
I mean, the last time I rode a public transportation was when I don't really have my license. I took a train all the way from Subang Jaya, LRT Subang Jaya, which is somewhere in Subang. I took a train all the way back to MRT Kajang, and I waited for my dad. Actually, that's the last time I took public transport.
Oh, okay. Seriously though, for people, I think most of my group of friends, because they don't live in KL, either they don't live in KL or near KL, they never use public transport, you know, trains or taxis or bus, and they always get confused when using it. You guys get that feeling, first timers, you know?
No, I don't.
What the hell does this map does? You know, what the hell? How much do you pay? How much is the ticket? You know, those type of things always like clouds your mind when taking a transportation. And then like, will this benefits more than such and such?
No, I don't, because I have my experience using public transport. Because my mom taught me how to do all this.
People don't taught you to go into a stranger's, car, and then the stranger will ride you to A to B. Sometimes going sideways to C. So those type of things. You guys? How about you?
For real, I do not trust taxis. Okay, I will never use a taxi.
Oh yeah. Taxis are like boomer shit now. You can just order Grab or Uber or like Food Panda. The food is you.
Bro.
I usually just take a Grab from my campus all the way to LRT Subang Jaya. And I just grab a train. I'll just interchange at Pasar Seni for an MRT, that's all.
I spread my wings and fly to the sky. And go to a train station. Okay.
You feel superior.
I can feel the breeze of the wind as I spread my ass cheeks and fly.
Oh my god.
just a dick flailing around in the sky.
No, I wear my pants, so don't worry.
Rape? Public transportation?
Yeah.
Rape?
It's just that.
Oh wow.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't find it as interesting.
I like how Ray is so normal about public transport.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel embarrassed about how I think.
I mean, I have to agree with Ray though, because public transport are just there.
Oh, you guys are not like grateful for that. I guess that's when it comes to time when the
I would say I'm grateful of it. I would say I'm grateful for it, but
for private vehicles or whatever. Oh, okay.
But I prefer owning a private vehicle so that I can drive wherever I want to go. Because if I were to wait for public transport, then it's gonna kill time as well. Like waiting for a Grab, it kills time. Waiting for the next train, it kills time. waiting for the next bus, it kills time. So I'd rather just, I mean, it just wastes money to fill up petrol for my private car. But the only time I'm gonna waste is just, I don't know, filling up gas.
No, but I think those such things are just like bad planning, you know. If you like, for example, I want to go to somewhere like 4 o'clock. I order a grab car at 4 o'clock. That's
It's really just planning, really. A lot of transport, it all involves planning.
That's
Yeah.
like
Unless-
I said,
Unless if you're not rushing anywhere though, then you can just order at any time.
yeah, true that, yes.
Like because for me, every single Friday when I finish my class, I usually go back to my dorm and pack all my stuff, and I usually order a Grab, which because I know I'm not rushing and I can just go back home at any time. So once I finish grabbing all my stuff, usually I'll just get out from my campus because there's nothing much there to do. So I just go to the main plaza at the campus and just order Grab. So usually the Grab takes around like 15 to 20 minutes. Sometimes if it's fast, around 5 minutes or so. I just take a Grab all the way to LRT Subanjaya. Because I was not rushing actually. So I can just go back home at any time.
Yeah, most of the rushing part can be like really cancelled when you're like planning stuff that you're doing. Even there's a thing called like booking early, you know, that's a function people rarely use for some reason, I don't know. But yeah, that stems from the fact that that's why most people like don't know how to do this like public transportation.
Because for me, what I usually when it comes to planning, especially like planning to get to a destination on time, let's say for example, if I were to drive all the way to Shah Alam, just for my 8 a.m. class, for example, I would leave here around 5:30 because I know I would leave here around 5:30 because I know around there somewhere in Subanjaya, it will definitely be packed like sardines. There's traffic jams everywhere, so it's gonna take a long while. So
Imagine the smell.
Yeah, so I mean, at least I can reach there by 2 hours. So which means that if I were to leave at 5:30, I would get there at 7:30, and I still have time for my 8 a.m. class. You see.
If you guys realize, right, there's so many aside from Ray lah, because he's or she's not been in the road frequently, but there's now
How bold of you to assume that?
a lot more like vehicles on the road, and it's just a massive headache when it like comes down with traffic controls, traffic jams. At this point, I feel like we shouldn't sell more vehicles, you know. I think we should focus more on the internal stuff first. Like the roads aren't even good anymore. They're like worn out or either busted, you know, rosak, lobang apa, jerawat apa, have those bumps. I just don't like driving.
I've experienced those. I mean, I've been driving as well lately. Like I said, I like driving.
Midnight drive are okay when the road is clear and the sky is clear.
The road is clear, you can finally drift all you want.
360s for days.
I think that's how the Drift King always feel like. The road is clear, the sky is clear. Puts on deja vu music.
I like how it's so normal until you put the deja vu music. It's like, imagine you driving out and it's so quiet, you hear birds chirping, the sky is so clear and there's no road, and you're like, it's drifting time, and you plug in your earphones with deja vu music. Initial D. That fucking anime, man. It's great.
If anyone that hasn't watched that yet, you should watch that, you know? Go at it, go nuts for Initial D. There's like 2-3 series, 2-3 seasons. And there's some couple of movies that you guys can watch it. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Sponsorship.
The soundtrack. Stay for the soundtrack. It's fucking amazing.
By the way, have we ended the podcast? Because this is taking a long time. This is 2 hours already. We've been talking.
Oh yeah.
shit.
Minimum is like 30 minutes. Maximum is like 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You guys want to edit now?
Well,
I mean, if you want to edit now, we can.
if you still want to keep the tradition of making a bad pun, might as well be your guest.
No, because I was thinking like ending it right now, and then we can just talk shit later on.
Wait. Before we end it, yay, we gotta you guys gotta tell bad jokes. Okay, gotta tell jokes. Anything jokes.
Every single time. This is something that he's pushing. Just to make a shitty joke before we end this.
What the fuck?
Everyone, bad jokes, everyone.
I don't have a dad joke.
Any joke, any joke.
Why?
Listen, okay, in the podcast, every ending must have a bad joke. So we
How about the? Have you guys heard of this one? I'm not sure if it's a bad joke or anything. Where did the person went after the explosion?
everywhere.
Auschwitz! Auschwitz! Alright, that's the end of the podcast, everybody.
All
Good
right,
night
one more,
or good
okay.
day.